Hey crew, Mark Hatmaker here. We're talking about one of the things we're doing in ESP Roll DVD number 214, which is the beginning, our inaugural unit of the Black Box project. What is that? That's where we are really opening up the toolkit to paying customers and going, here, it's all street ready, old school historical striking and grappling, tomahawk, the whole 9 yards, but we're just really excising all the nice stuff, and we're getting devilishly deep in the details. And if you're curious how deep we're going, we released an entire syllabi on our blog where we talk about, it's the one called the Black Box Project. One of the things we're doing on the inaugural volume, we go into great detail on the double wrist lock, both the vertical and horizontal version, standing and on the mat version. And tons of things we talk about there, Gambino-Grip and Godfather gripping, where to grip, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to give away lots of details because, you know, paying customers and all that. I do want to talk about one aspect on there we use that comes directly out of a Gambino-Grip that moves into what we call dust the knuckles, or knuckle dusting. And I'll give you just an example of why we do with that. Let me bring it here, please. Let's put you on this side. I'm just going to talk about, we're going to standing wrist lock. We're not talking about setups, how we walked into this or anything. We're not even going to the end of this. We're not even going to connect the hands of the whole. I'm going to give you one aspect. Whenever I hook up the hand for this standing position here before I start walking it around, blah, blah, and you get all the double wrist lock position here, out of a non-turned over Gambino-Grip, I'm going to knuckle dust, meaning whenever I hook this up, and I know this is clearly the arm I'm attacking because we just hooked up on it. We don't leave it out here, right? One, because we know there's striking, there's all the melee going on, so this is just one tiny static thing. She's already going to start pulling back and moving around, so that means I'm controlling this with just my arm. My job is to pull it in tight to me for three reasons. One reason being, move it on. You want to take that thumb to the sky. Boom, pops it right out. All right, now just pull that arm like a seesaw. Boom. So I'm in all this. She's gone. My job to knuckle dust is to remove some of that opportunity. Part of keep that fist tight. Part of that opportunity is I take my chest and I punch myself with her fist. I put myself on it. So her to lift it up and take it out. All right. Even if she's seesawing around, what's happened here is I started recruiting more muscle. I've got the lat involved. I got my whole body leaning on top. I removed this opportunity, this fist to go to the sky, and I've got more hang-ons at the top. And the other thing I've done with it is this angle has changed up on me. We're opposed it, we're out wide. Instead of me having to fake and do a dumb dive over the top for this, or having an arm chop and then take it off my chest. By having my chest on it, this already opens up my secondary hands. So go ahead and get out of here, Jim. And primarily what we're looking to do with that knuckle dust is to remove the initial split-second escape opportunity, reduce the amount of work we're doing, which is always key on this, whenever we're doing a retention on it. And the other thing I didn't say about it, you heard me tell her to close her hand up there. When you grab these, everything's going to happen fast. Like when we go knuckle dust and we move in, we want these things to be happening like a boxing combination. When I'm saying punch that into my chest, because often people when they're fighting, they don't keep their hands this way. Matter of fact, you see it on the actual raw, because I forget to give that advisement on it. If the hands are loose in any way, you will pop fingers or wrist, because as you're pulling this in, if this hand is loose, a finger gets caught against the chest, the wrist gets folded, because when we're talking about punching yourself, we're actually talking about it's coming in nice and tight. So whenever that start of the Gambino-Grip, it's not the turnover yet, moves in, it rolls over, it pops the wrist, removes that escape opportunity, reduces the amount of work we're doing in the retention. And again, this is just that tiny bit out of what's going on. The whole thing is, we break it down there on 214, but really think, even if you don't pick up on that, pony up on this volume, and come on, pop that in tight there. Most of your grips, you don't want to leave them hanging out there and around there. You want to dust them up, right?